I noticed when I was shaving with electric shaver, all of a sudden on this side it sounded loud, but on this side it sounded soft.
I keep, asking people to repeat what they were saying and experiencing the people getting kind of frustrated with it.
His doctor was concerned with his speech patterns and, just talking.
My hearing has started to fade a little bit in the right ear.
I want to thank the Milwaukee Hearing Society, Center for the Deaf of Hard of Hearing, for their speech training that I had when I was young.
Ashley was born profoundly deaf in both ears.
Julia was diagnosed the day she was born.
I would say when Anna was 2 months old, we were probably at that point involved with CDHH and the home therapy.
Finally, we know why he's having problems hearing and communicating.
It wasn't until a couple months later they thought it might have been just fluid in the ears. So we went to Children's, and then we found out he had profound hearing loss.
Our first concerns with Wade after his diagnosis were essentially that we were afraid he wouldn't have as full a life, that it would be less than the extraordinary hopes that we had for him.
I started to learn about all the different services provided, from signing to the Universal Link store, and to me it was like a wonderful gift.
We went to one of the performances that they have, and I think they were just in the process of starting their drum troupe. So it was like, oh wow, Nico, that's right up your alley.
It would have been overwhelming when you first find out. Children's directed me right away to Center Deaf of Hard of Hearing, and they right away contacted me.
When we were told to call the Center of the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, they did comfort me. They did help me along the way to, just talk to me a little bit of, okay, it is okay, we can help you, that we're gonna start here.
And the beautiful thing about the staff from the center was that they really encouraged us to be a student of Wade, that we would study our little son, who was just a few months old at that time, to really gather what is it about him innately that was going to help guide us to what mode of communication would be the best fit for him.
We started exploring the different options of like total communication, auditory oral, auditory verbal, and the center was very good about presenting those choices to us.
So then we decided to start our AV therapy, and it's gone so wonderfully.
And also with his speech, I liked that they did one-on-one speech and the parent got to participate, and I knew a lot of the technique at home to improve his language and also his sign.
Well, the Center of the Deaf and Hard of Hearing gave our family the hope and encouragement and the guidance to make some of those hard decisions that we had to for Julia.
I would say the hardest part was, actually making that decision to have the surgery.
When John had his cochlear implant, they have the hookup when the first moment that they can hear, and actually Deb Kravitz came to that for the Center of Deaf and Hard of Hearing, and which is so neat because she shared the joys that we went through with John, and as did everyone at the center.
This therapy for me as a parent has given me a whole new outlook on how to teach my child and how to influence my child and teach her vocabulary. It's a whole way of life for us.
The drum troupe itself has helped him tremendously in him being aware of there's other individual children out there like him.
I continue to come and observe other kids and meet new parents here at the center.
He's gonna be 2 in this May. So, and he's improved his signs a lot since he started.
With him, it's like a miracle when they say their first word. It's really the challenges are greater, but the joys are overwhelming, really.
Anthony is now 3 years old. He finished the program at the Center for Deaf and Hard of Hearing, and now he's in Head Start, and he's doing very well there.
She is probably more ready for school than I am. I'm not quite ready to let her go yet.
Julie does absolutely phenomenal in school right now. She is academically right where any first grade student her age is at. A lot of the teachers don't even know Julia is deaf.
Now after therapy, he's reading at a 3rd grade level. We have high expectations for his ability to choose to be and do whatever it is that he wants to do.
Being involved in the group has helped him step out of his little shell that he has, so he's more in tune to try to do different things.
I don't know where we would be if we didn't have CDHH. It is a very important place. I mean, people here really become your family.
I like coming back to this center frequently due to the fact that they do have a support group for the hard of hearing.
And I think that gives us an opportunity to not only handle the physical problem of the hearing going, but the emotional problem of how am I going to deal with all that.
I wanted to do some volunteering here, learn a little bit more. I could pass some of that on to some of my friends who've got the problem.
We're proud to teach our family and friends in our community about the fact that hearing loss opens you up to a culture and a community that you never would have experienced otherwise.
And I would certainly pass the word in the neighborhood and into people who I know that are dealing with hearing loss, or people who have a husband or a wife or a child, and just say, do you know about Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing? And if you don't know about it, can I tell you about it? Can I take you there?
Thank you.
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 Thanks. Thank you.